Here with us now is former Chief Border Patrol Agent Greg Bovino. Greg, good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let me ask you, Chief, you witnessed this stuff firsthand, what happened in Minneapolis earlier this year, rioters causing destruction. Now we're here in New Jersey. What have you seen? Is there a common thread with all of this that you've seen across the country?
Well, Bill, thanks for having me. It's good to see you again. Yeah. The common thread is we have violent anarchists and rioters at it yet again. And one of the things different here than in Minneapolis or those other cities is this was allowed to progenate for almost 9 days. And what I saw there was our poor ICE officers, our ICE agents going hand-to-hand combat, basically, with these anarchists and rioters. And that's something we never want to put a police officer or an ICE agent or a Border Patrol agent. We don't want to put them in that position of hand-to-hand combat. We have the tools, the training, and the ability to knock this out in the first few minutes, and we waited 9 days. Where was the leadership on the ground there?
Yeah, it's a great point. Chief, you've also been openly critical of Secretary of Homeland Security Markwayne Mullin's handling of the riots in Newark. You tweeted this: Secretary Mullin and the rest of them have been trying to handle these riots, and, well, let's just say it's not going great. Here's what the Secretary said about you today.
Former Border Patrol official Greg Bovino has been critical, saying...
I never met the guy. I never met the guy. No, he's irrelevant to me. I don't know who he is.
First obvious question, is that true? Does he not know you?
He's made reference to me before. He certainly knows me. That's if that's what he wants to say, that's fantastic. Look, I'm for the American people. I'm for mass deportations, and Bill, if that is irrelevant, then I'm guilty.
Let me ask you this. Now, he also said, Secretary Mullin, this is, that the governor wasn't allowing state or local police to come in and help. And of course, that did change. The state troopers came in. We saw the Newark cops come in. We saw the troopers on horseback. So what would you have done differently? I mean, I just want to point out, and I think it's important to note that Governor Sherrill, who claims that she wanted things to calm down later, was on the ground agitating on Memorial Day while the rest of us were honoring the fallen heroes that fought for our freedom. She was out there stirring up the crowd.
Sure, and that's what you get with these leftist anarchists, including the governor, that she's an anarchist also. So what I would see, or what I would have done different in the first few minutes, is you don't allow a crowd like that to progenate. First and foremost, you don't allow it to build like that, but building for 9 days, absolutely incomprehensible, the amount of violence that they can perpetrate against those ICE officers, detainees, other members of the public grows exponentially. You talk about a dangerous situation, that situation grew ever more dangerous every day for 9 days. So, is that a criticism? Absolutely it is. You bet. Never let that happen again. We've got the training, the knowledge, skills, and abilities we could have taken care of that in 10 minutes and it never have been a problem. Bill, they're building fences now and all kinds of resources. It should have never gotten to that point.
Yeah, you make a great point, Greg. I mean, that's the problem. Addressing your criticism, even though your criticism was constructive, they should have addressed it as, what do we need to do next, instead of make it a personal spat on social media. Greg Bovino, great to see you again. Thank you.
It's good to see you, sir.